you have served on this, we're able to take election workers, we're able to take Republicans, Democrats, NPAs, people from all parts of Nassau County, come together to talk about elections. Talk about how we can be completely transparent, how can we make sure that voters have an excellent experience on election day. And it has been so transformational to see how people who quite honestly don't agree on a lot of things, but when we come together and we talk about the need to have secure and safe elections, we all agree on that. And so that has been really fantastic. Vicki Cannon, our former supervisor of elections, did such a wonderful job. For 20 years in Nassau County, one of the pieces of technology that she envisioned, just didn't have quite enough time to implement it, was our voter certificate scan technology. So in 2021, we were able to implement this vision that she had for Nassau County. And so we're able to, this allows us to streamline how we process profiling ballots and to also improve that workflow and to help with record retention. We've also implemented enhanced ballot to streamline our canvassing board activities. I know those of you who have served on our canvassing board or will in the future will absolutely appreciate that new technology. We've redesigned our website with a chat bot and with Calendly, so for you candidates, you're able to schedule the filing in your qualifying appointments. We've also transitioned to a .gov website so that we can ensure we have greater security and have greater trust in our elections office. We've implemented new election worker software technology so that we can improve how we communicate with our election workers. If you can imagine, for the last 20 plus years, our team would have to pick up the phone and call 400 or so election workers to say, Mitch, when are you available to work during early voting? One by one, these phone calls. And so now we're able to send out text messages. We're able to have online scheduling, not only for training, but also to assist with scheduling election workers. And then finally, we've created and we've implemented what I call our WAR, Election Worker Program, whereby we're able to recruit, provide orientation, make election worker assignment, and then increase election worker retention. And so, when we think about election workers, they really are our face to the public for elections. And so we've been able to recruit more election workers than any time in the history of Nassau County. For the PPP, we trained 428 election workers in person. 428. We've never trained that many people. We've never had as large a pool of election workers at any given point for us to be able to serve Nassau County. And I believe that's through some of the modernization approaches that we employ. Through our orientation program, we're actually able to better place our election workers in a good assignment. And at the end of the day, my goal is to create a culture whereby our election workers want to come back election after election, because the more experience they have, then the better they are able to serve you when you come to vote on election day. And so we've held a couple of clerk roundtables. We've got another clerk roundtable scheduled for next month, where we talk with our clerks and our assistant clerks, and we say, what can we do better? How can we better support you? Give us some feedback on this precinct management app. They actually were so excited about it, they all helped us test it. It's really a fantastic group that we had. So looking forward, our primary on August 20th is in 124 days. 124 days, and I can tell you our team is absolutely ready. Our team was ready in January, and we're even more ready now. Our general election is in 201 days. So let's look at some historical turnout for our presidential general elections. So in 2020, we had a record turnout, nearly 82% turnout. Nassau County voters in our last presidential general election. When you look at how people vote, so at that next slide, you'll see a breakdown of the different years whether they voted by mail, where they voted early, or election day. And what really kind of stands out to me in this is 2020. And of course in 2020 we had COVID, but you can see that jump in early voting. 55.22% of voters in Nassau County voted early in 2020. 30.82% voted by mail. Less than 14% showed up on election day. When you look at the gubernatorial analysis, 2018 and 2022, and those numbers are almost identical. Almost identical. So then you go down and you look at 2016 and 2020, presidential, how that turns out. Vote by mail requests. This is interesting because the Florida legislature changed the law, and so we've got significantly fewer number of vote by mail requests in 2024 than what we've ever had previously. So we have 9,860 vote by mail requests on file right now, compared to 18,000 that we had in 2022 and 20,000 that we had in 2020. So if you go on down, then you'll get a list of our Nassau County candidates, and things are getting interesting.
Oh yeah.
Things are getting interesting. But we're ready. We're ready. So on November 5th, it's going to be a full ballot. It's going to absolutely be a full ballot. There will be 6 proposed